You ever wonder why no matter how much you give, no matter how deeply you love, the people you want the most somehow never choose you back? And isn't it strange how you always end up being the one who loves harder, who tries more, who stays longer, who feels deeper? Yet somehow you're also the one who ends up alone? Today, I'm talking to you. Only you. Not people, not an audience, not a crowd. Just you, because I already know what you carry. I already know the ache behind the smile you pretend is fine. I already know the weight inside your chest that you don't talk about. And you can click on this video by accident. Something in you knows. There's a reason your relationships don't match the love you give. There's a reason you fall for unavailable people. There's a reason the ones you want never want you with the same intensity. There's a reason you always end up giving more than you receive. And this reason is much darker, much deeper, and much more powerful than you think. You see, love is not the problem. Your standards are not the problem. Your heart is not the problem. The problem is what your subconscious is addicted to. Because yes, your heart loves, but your subconscious chooses. And your subconscious has been wired by experiences you never healed. You're not attracted to love. You're attracted to familiarity. And familiarity isn't always healthy. In fact, it rarely is. You don't chase people who love you. You chase people who feel like your wounds. And that's why they don't love you back. Because they weren't meant to. They were meant to repeat a lesson you still haven't learned. But before I go deeper, before I tell you what you've been running toward, and what you've been running from, let me welcome you to Modeste, Authentique, where every truth cuts deep and every insight is designed to wake the part of you that's been asleep for too long. Here, every pain counts. Every wound matters, and every emotion you've been hiding finally gets a voice. In this video, I'm going to show you why the people you want most can't love you back. I'm going to show you the psychological patterns you've been repeating for years without noticing. And if you stay with me until the end, and you must, you'll understand how to break the cycle once and for all. So don't leave. Not yet. Not when you're finally this close to the truth. Now listen closely. The reason they don't love you back is because you're attracted to emotional distance. You mistake inconsistency for passion. You confuse anxiety with chemistry. You think that the harder it feels to win someone, the more valuable the connection must be. But that's not connection. That's trauma. And you've been calling your trauma love for far too long. Somewhere in your life, maybe childhood, maybe adolescence, you learned that affection was uncertain. You learned that love had to be earned. You learned that people leave. So your nervous system became addicted to unpredictability. And today, you chase the same pattern. You chase the person who's not clear, the person who pulls away, the person who gives you hope just enough to keep you hooked, but not enough to make you feel safe, the person who responds only when they feel like it, the person who sees your worth only when they're losing you. And your mind, your brilliant, wounded, loyal mind, mistakes that roller coaster for connection because your subconscious says, this feels familiar. I know this place. This must be love. But that isn't love. It's a loop. Your loop. And it's been choosing your partners for you. And here's the darkest part. The people you actually want, deep down, are the ones who would love you in a healthy way. The ones who would choose you. The ones who would stay. But that type of person feels wrong to you. Too calm, too stable, too unfamiliar. So your mind rejects them without even knowing why. You know I'm right. You've met someone good before. Someone kind. Someone who genuinely cared. And what did you do? You didn't feel the spark. You called it boredom. But it wasn't boredom. It was peace. And peace feels uncomfortable when your nervous system is addicted to chaos. That's why the people who don't love you back feel irresistible. You're not drawn to them because they are the one. You're drawn to them because they activate your wounds. And until you heal the part of you that believes love must be earned, you will keep choosing the people who don't choose you. And here's the truth you don't want to hear but desperately need. If love hurts, it's not love. It's your past reenacting itself. And if someone makes you feel insecure, uncertain, or unseen, it's not because you're unworthy. It's because your nervous system hasn't learned what healthy feels like yet. But this stops now. Today is the day you break the loop. Today is the day you realize that the reason they don't love you back has nothing to do with your worth and everything to do with their emotional capacity. You loved deeply. They couldn't. You tried. They avoided. You cared. They stayed distant. You opened. They hid. And you think this says something about you, but it doesn't. It only reveals the truth about them. Now, if you're still here, it means this message hit you somewhere real. It means you feel seen, understood, exposed. And that's exactly why you need to hear the final lessons. First lesson, stop chasing emotional intensity. It is not chemistry. It is your wound trying to heal itself in the wrong place. Second lesson, stop confusing someone's inconsistency with value. If they can't choose you clearly, they don't deserve you. Third lesson, the right person will feel calm, not chaotic. Your body will resist at first because peace feels new, but that peace is your real home. So now I want you to do something. If this video made you feel something, anything, then like it, subscribe, and comment your truth. Not for me, for you. Because if you don't engage, you'll forget what you felt. You'll move on, and the cycle will repeat. But if you stay, if you connect, if you commit to learning yourself deeper, something in you will shift, and you'll never be the same again. This is Modeste Authentique. And remember, your pain is not a weakness. It's a message, and I'm here to help you hear it.